What I'm about to say is gonna rustle the jimmies of those I love most. The Aluminati of the PRF. For my name is Mazette. I can't log in no more. So please direct your abuse to the comments below. 'Cause I love me some hate mail. 'Cause ever since I moved to Germany, I got into masochism.
Die Peitsche, den Stock, ich hab's verdient.
It's kind of cool.
Von den Aluminati, das Premier Rock Forums genehmigt zu werden.
I'm glad I have it. Almost forgot I had it.
Ich bin Kabel, wahnsinnige Verräter. Ich hab eure Gnade nicht verdient.
Had it in the back there on mothballs.
Oh, das tut mir nicht mal leid.
Okay. This thing is a shining example of the law of diminishing returns.
Ich bin Verräter. Ich bin zur dunklen Seite der Macht bekehrt.
So bring on the hate. So I figure I'm about to get so much heat on me, I might as well do a brew, right? Christian. So EGC guitars really needs no introduction, and if you need one, well, it's a company set up by a guy named Kevin, and almost certainly to fulfill the demand for Travis Beans, who also need no introduction, but that was basically the first established aluminum neck guitar. And the properties of aluminum are, well, there's much theory behind it, but I believe the basic intent was to have total stability, like Travis Bean. The body was made out of wood. It wasn't all aluminum like this. I believe he used koa wood, exotic. Anyway, it was like an aluminum neck through. The bridge and neck were on a single billet of aluminum running all the way through the guitar. And I believe that's like this on this too, although I will hopefully never open this up. This all aluminum EGC is like, two halves of aluminum. And I think this is just a bar running all the way down, because that's the whole point, having the bridge and the neck on the same like stable plane of highly stable material. And then there's the question about the sound. And that's where it gets interesting, because since the tone wood wars broke out in 2011, there's much debate over whether non-magnetic materials even influence the sound, because like your magnetic pickups, can they really hear what kind of wood your guitar is made of? Probably not.
Und wir machen alles, kommt aus der Steckdose. Ja, rette mich, helfe mir.
And then, like, aluminum is also not magnetic. But like, anyway. Okay, so when I took this out for my first gig with the EGC back in 2014 for the release party of our second album, How Vague Den Scheiß, I was in for a sobering surprise when my friend, the sound man, JC, the Bombeck bass Jesus, who was listening intently to the whole thing on his headphones and running mixing board and stuff, Well, see, in the first half of the set, I played it with my regular side jack baritone, and the second set, I switched to this just for fun to see what it was like. And after the show, he was like, "Oh, you're right about that Tone Wood Wars stuff, because I couldn't tell the difference." And I was just like, "Ah." Really worried about the sound of this. I like the sound of it. I like the responsiveness. I wasn't worried about this thing sounding too boring or sounding too normal or anything. But if you hear shellac, you'll hear their distinctive guitar and bass tone, because Bob Weston's got a Travis Bean bass too. Does aluminum make a difference in the sound? And it's like, yeah, these do have a distinctive sound.
Helfen jetzt, Herr Rabini. Sie sind meine einzige Hoffnung. Für mich gibt's keine Hoffnung mehr.
But yeah, JC, my man, said, yeah, I couldn't really tell the difference. And I was like, fuck. Because first of all, I think the pickups are really good. And I don't know. Dissing the sound of this is not the issue here. But it got me to thinking. Because in the theory of the Tone Wood Wars, it's like, if you have properly potted electromagnetic pickups where, the coils don't fluctuate around at all, theoretically your guitar would only know, or the pickups would only know what material your guitar is made of if it's a magnetic material like steel or copper. Copper, let us take you to a furnace where we'll break you, and the fire's so pretty and pretty you could cry. Anyway, the idea is, okay, aluminum's not magnetic, right? And the idea with the Tone Wood Wars is basically talking about how Gibson is always touting the virtues of mahogany and all that shit. And it never really occurred to me, aluminum's not magnetic. And here's the thing, here's where I'm going to get the hate. But first of all, I'm not saying that Kevin from EGC, who said that, this is a one-piece neck, no fretboard. It's solid aluminum, okay? He said that was important for the sound. And, Steve Albini with his legendary Travis Bean, obviously, aluminum's important for the sound, even though the Travis B is not all aluminum like this one is. Anyway, so I don't think these guys are wrong. These guys know about physics. There's no way in hell that this is a misconception and it's all in their head. In the Tone Wood Wars, the argument is the mahogany and the Gibson Les Paul and the legendary maple cap, that's all in your head. And that's probably not wrong. I've had experiences swapping out pickups in enough different guitars to, now I subscribe to that theory. I used to believe in wood. But I've switched pickups. I've replaced humbuckers with P90s in all of my guitars, and sometimes unrelated guitars, hollow bodies, things that should sound different. And they just give you the P90 sound like you'd expect. But this is not wood we're talking about, and I suspect a major issue here is that the pickups are deliberately microphonic a little bit. I mean, you can really hear it. You can really hear the knocking, and that just doesn't happen when the pickups are totally potted, because the coils inside them don't move around at all when you knock on it. Pickups are deliberately microphonic. This is not a design flaw. This is in order for it to pick up the sound of the aluminum, I think. I mean, I think it really sounds different. Nobody's arguing that it sounds too normal, except my friend JC, the sound man, was definitely arguing that, because he was listening on his headphones, told me he couldn't really tell when I switched to the guitars, even though these pickups are much higher output. I think the pickups are sweet, actually. It's just...
The
Tonewood Wars, when you're talking about aluminum, I haven't heard it mentioned a lot, although I have seen Scott Grove, who was one of the main, proponents of the Tonewood Wars. He had a Kramer aluminum neck once, and he just didn't really mention anything about the sound, but that's different than this. And as a major shellac fan, I mean, I do think the sound pretty unique, Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not arguing that aluminum is all hype or anything. It's just, here's a question about the microphonic pickups, because microphonic pickups do give you the howling feedback under heavy gain distortion that Steve Albini is legendary for in shellac, when he just he's actually playing clean the whole time, and he gets a gnarly sound clean. Like in My Black Ass, I mean, that's actually clean. And then, in little choice locations, he throws on the massive howling feedback, see? And that's kind of the thing. With microphonic pickups, you will get howling feedback under massive gain, obviously, and that was why they why they started potting pickups with wax to prevent howling feedback back in the 60s. And there are legendary things where Bob Dylan, the Beatles and stuff plumbing the depths of editing hell here. I'll get to the point before we get to some noise demos and a bunch of other crap. So, is it worth it? It's like, I don't know. It's worth it if you think it's worth it, because, like, a lot of people do, but, wasn't a game changer to me, and I kind of forgot I had it. but I'm going to give it another chance. I got an upcoming recording project, Tuba Libre, a friend of mine. I'll see if you even notice. It'll be a blind taste test. So here are the disadvantages. I think it's really uncomfortable, and not because of the weight. The neck is really, really narrow, and it's just not great to grip on, man. But I'm kind of getting used to it, just jamming on it for this video. Maybe it's just an acquired taste. I don't know. And 30-inch scale. I got a lot of 30s, and that's an acquired taste too. But that's not such a big deal. It's mostly that the way the bridge is positioned, I don't like the way it puts your hand. I don't know. It's just not. I've been in a lot of jam sessions with this where in the middle of the jam I'm like, shit, this is not very comfortable or something. But it's not really the weight, because the balance is fine. If you have a strap like this, it doesn't bother you like that much. So I don't know. Except the weight does make a difference, because I had 2 accidents where one time it shore off my strap button screw got shorn off in the middle of a concert. It just broke right off. I mean, it was metal fatigue from weight, And another time, my gig bag containing this upside down fell off. It broke through the strap of the gig bag, and that's how this bent tuning head got happened. But I mean, I don't know, it still works. It's just these things aren't. Man, if the neck gets messed up on this, they're not indestructible. I mean, you're talking about metallurgy work to repair it, and good luck. And or if the frets get messed up, oh my God, they're laid directly into the solid aluminum neck, and I don't know. Good luck refretting this guy. You might have to take it back to EGC. In my case, being in Europe, that would be prohibitively expensive. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I only had to pay $1,300 for this back in 2013. I don't know what they cost now. Probably way over 2,000. I think they might have discontinued this. This used to be a standard production thing. Now it's not. The 30-inch baritone, I mean. All kinds of people who are far better musicians than I. Like Conan Neutron swears by him. He says that picking up a regular guitar now is like holding some kind of tree or some shit. Yeah, good. Well, another problem is kind of bizarre is that the B string's too loud. It's louder than all the other strings. Listen. It's kind of weird. It sounds like something's wrong with it. I'm not sure if it's a pickups or it's kind of good for my 2-piece band to simulate a bass, kind of cool, but it doesn't sound like there's something right. I don't know. And it's just is the hype about aluminum really going to be noticeable in your particular case? Maybe it will be. I don't know. I might as well give this thing another chance and try to use it in a project before I talk too much shit here. Yeah, because I am glad I have it, but I would sell it. So, jemand in Hamburg, hast du Bock darauf, bei mir vorbeizuschauen? Kein Bock auf Versand, aber ich würde dir einen ziemlich guten Preis dafür anbieten. So, let's... enough yakking, let's play some noise and take you out. If you made it this far, thanks for paying attention. enjoy your next fraction of eternity.